So here we are. I am going to show you guys really quick how to remove the trim panel. I am switching things from power windows over to manual. I already have the manual windows. It's really pretty easy. There are usually these tabs, and I can see right here. I just push those in. There's another one over on this side. You can see that. Push that in. There's a Phillips. I just undo here. Just drop that into a box. This armrest right here. All you gotta do is it should just pop up. There you go. You pop that up, and you will have. Where did I throw my screwdriver? I lose stuff faster than I can find it. There are two screws right here. Two screws right here. Undo those. Another one right here. Don't want to lose those. Can't remember, that's where I put that. And then I think this door panel should just pull right off. So it's held on with a bunch of clips. So where is the tool? Just to get it started. As long as you get your finger in there, you should. Well, pull them. So those are off. Another thing you want to do, I usually lower the power window right now, which is what I'm going to do. Oh, you know what I've got to do? Hey, you know those tan clips? Pull those out since you already pushed them in. I want to break those. And then just kind of this thing, just slide forward a little bit. This thing, move it that way, it'll loosen it up, and then pull up. Twist this gently to get it out. You will have a plug back here. Just undo. And voila. In order to remove this, you have this clip here. All you got to do is push it, rotate it forward, comes loose. Pretty easy. There, done. Put that aside to work on later. I got one more screw, and I can just pop the speaker off. Because I don't need speakers. See? Speaker. Bye-bye. Extra weight, don't care for it. The rest of this this plastic sheeting, it's a moisture barrier, so I will be putting it back, although they tend to not stick that well afterwards, so I'm gonna have to clean the door, and I usually just use some painter's tape on it afterwards to retape it down. Not ideal. Yeah, this thing's hella dusty. This thing's off. Do this, and I have now exposed the window regulator. What I'm going to have to do is unbolt 1, 2, 3, 4, but before you do that, you have to undo the window rail. So the window rail is held on with 2 bolts, 1 bolt here. There's another one that's behind this like sticker. Just pop it off, and you'll see there's a 10 mil in there. So just loosen that one. So this is loose. This side. Another one in here. that. And we're good. So now this window track is loose. And what this does is it helps you to remove the power window regulator from the window itself. There's a notch over here that allows you to slide it over. I'll show you guys in a sec once I undo this. Pretty easy, pretty quick. If you're ever looking to just change your power windows or whatever, but I'm going to manual. It's all kind of the same thing. Pretty simple. And yeah, I have power tools. I have a Milwaukee setup, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I just like to use hand tools. Feels more real. I definitely like to use hand tools when I'm tightening stuff up, but when I am in business mode, I will use power. So right now, the window regulator you can see here is free moving. I'm going to slide this arm all the way over. This thing should drop out. I'm going to push the window up. Kind of be gentle. And this window regulator is out. It's just pinned in right now. This glass, I'm just going to let it sit for now. This thing. I'm actually getting rid of all this, so to me, this wiring harness doesn't matter. I'm usually a lot more careful with my clips, but honestly, I don't really care about these because they're going to the trash. So if you want to undo the harness, the best way to do it is there's another plug that goes into the A pillar over here. You have to pop the A pillar off. You can disconnect the plug and the whole thing will back out, which I'm going to go ahead and do in a moment. It's pretty easy. So I did a little bit more work. I removed the handle, the latch, and I've removed all the wiring because I don't really care for the speakers, and I'm not going to be caring about the power locks as well. So I pulled all that stuff already. I'm about to install this manual window regulator. You will want to get the handle on there. Pretty simple. When you crank it, it goes down. But anyways, this thing only fits really one way, so I can't remember which way is which. I'm having something hold up the window right now while I sort this out. So all you have to really do is get the handle through the hole and then just start messing around with it till the bolt hole's lined up. And you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 is all I really need. But what I will need to do is get this thing onto the track. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a couple of the bolts just to hold the regulator in place. I'm not going to snug it down or anything. Just like a chunky. Okay. Not really tight. I have this block of wood right here that was being used to hold up the window. This window track I also have unbolted. I think I mentioned it earlier, so that there's a little bit of play. When I have that play, I'm going to be able to adjust this arm and shove it on. So let's get this thing out. Lower this glass. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but without this track bolted down, it can move forward, backwards. I want it to move to the back, and I'm going to have this wheel here slide back up in here. So I'm going to lower the glass a little bit, get the sucker in. Let's clicked in, and then I'm going to kind of start rolling it up. And as it goes up, that should be it. And I'm going to go ahead and rebolt this window track back in so it doesn't shift, and if it doesn't shift, it can't pop off the track. Wrench. Done. So I may go ahead and bolt, put the rest of the 4 bolts back into the back of the regulator, or window crank. I don't know what they call it. I'm just making stuff up. All right. Again, this is a pretty simple job. The problem that I'm gonna face later on is the driver's door. So the driver's door is going to be interesting because you want to save that one for last, because that, when you unplug the controls for that, or if you pull the wiring, the other windows won't open. The other thing I need to figure out is what I'm going to do about the rear hatch roll down window. That thing is also tied into the power window switch, so I'm probably have to run the switch separate. I haven't thought about how I'm going to do that yet, but this is what I got going so far, and it looks like it's working pretty smooth. And that's how you pretty much do the manual windows. Power windows, yeah, bye-bye.